Fans can't process this, Chen Zheyuan Liang Jie's sudden announcement. Imagine a hushed dawn in the sprawling landscape of Chinese drama fandom, where whispers of romance and revelation echo through the digital ether like distant thunder. What if, after years of stolen glances on set and chemistry that ignited screens, Chen Zheyuan Liang Jie shattered the silence with an announcement so abrupt it left hearts suspended in mid-beat? Could this be the confession of a hidden love story, blossoming from scripted lines into real-life entanglement, or a calculated reveal of a new collaboration that masks deeper truths? As the veil lifts ever so slightly on this enigmatic duo, you stand at the threshold of a tale woven from shadows and spotlights, where every pause, every shared smile, hints at a bond that defies the boundaries of fame, yet leaves us grasping at air, desperate to know if it's destiny calling or just another layer of the illusion. Envision Chen Zheyuan, the rising star whose portrayals of brooding heroes and hits like Hidden Love have ensnared millions, navigating the quiet corridors of his daily routine on that pivotal day. Insiders murmur of a restlessness in his demeanor, a subtle shift in his social media presence where posts grow more introspective, laced with cryptic captions that fans later pore over like ancient scrolls. Liang Jie, the graceful actress celebrated for her nuanced roles in romantic sagas, mirrors this quiet intensity. Her own updates a tapestry of serene landscapes and fleeting thoughts that seem to echo his. Their paths, once intertwined in the 2020 drama Handsome Siblings, where sparks first flew on screen, had diverged into solo triumphs, leaving admirers to wonder if those embers had faded or merely smoldered unseen. But on this unassuming morning, something stirs, the air thickens with anticipation, as if the universe itself is holding its breath. What unspoken signals passed between them in the weeks leading up? Were there late-night messages, veiled references and interviews that now, in hindsight, feel like breadcrumbs leading to this moment? Now pivot to the fans, those vigilant guardians of every detail, who sense the tremor before it hits. Online communities buzz with premonitions, threads dissecting old behind-the-scenes footage where Chen Zheyuan's protective gaze lingers on Liang Jie just a fraction too long, or her laughter rings out in response to his quiet jests. The chemistry in The White Olive Tree, their 2025 reunion project that blended military grit with tender romance, had reignited the fervor, scenes of heartfelt embraces and tear-streaked confessions that blurred the line between performance and passion. Fans share montages, slowing down frames to capture the authenticity in their touches, the way their eyes lock with an intensity that scripts alone can't fabricate. But wait, here's where the intrigue begins to coil tighter. Whispers of airport sightings emerge, blurry photos circulating like forbidden artifacts, showing them in close proximity, masks pulled low but smiles unmistakable. Is this mere coincidence, a byproduct of shared schedules, or the prelude to something irreversible? You can't help but lean in closer, piecing together the puzzle with them. Have you ever felt that rush, decoding signs that might rewrite everything? As the day unfolds, media outlets catch the scent, their headlines a crescendo of speculation that amplifies the mystery. Reporters, ever the hunters of scandal, dredge up past interviews where Chen Zheyuan speaks of admiration for co-stars with a warmth that fans swear is reserved for Liang Jie. One clip resurfaces, his voice softening as he describes working with her as effortless, a word loaded with undertones. Liang Jie's responses, equally measured, carry a subtle glow when his name arises. Body language experts chime in, noting the unconscious mirroring of gestures, the way she tilts her head in sync with his stories. Yet, in the public eye, they've always danced around direct acknowledgement, their interactions polite veils over what might be turbulent emotions beneath. Insiders leak fragments, a shared event where laughter spilled over longer than protocol allowed, or quiet dinners disguised as team gatherings. The tension builds in waves, each revelation a mini-earthquake. Could this announcement be a professional pivot, like a joint endorsement that hints at personal ties, or the bold unveiling of a romance that's been guarded like a state secret? Delve into the emotional underbelly, where private silences clash against the roar of public demand. Picture Liang Jie in a moment of solitude, perhaps scrolling through fan theories that mirror her own unspoken questions, her expression a mix of vulnerability and resolve. Chen Zheyuan, known for his introspective nature, might pause in reflection, weighing the cost of transparency in an industry that devours authenticity. Their shared history, a first collaboration that sparked undeniable synergy, followed by years of parallel rises, creates a narrative rich with what-ifs. Fans empathize, projecting their own heartaches onto these icons, the thrill of potential love, the fear of its fragility under scrutiny. Contrast this intimate quiet with the ensuing digital storm, hashtags trending like wildfires, comments flooding in a torrent of shock and elation. One fan's post captures a telling silence in their recent lives, an absence of denials that speaks louder than words. But here's where it gets crazy. What if this isn't their first brush with revelation? Rumors from the White Olive Tree set recall hushed conversations, crew members noting an ease that transcended roles. Are we witnessing a culmination, or just another chapter in a saga of veiled affections? Shift lenses to the insiders, those elusive figures orbiting the stars, offering glimpses through anonymous tips. They speak of industry pressures, where announcements like this could stem from strategic alliances, perhaps a new drama where their chemistry is the selling point, or a brand deal capitalizing on their paired appeal. Yet, the timing feels too poetic, aligning with peaks in their popularity and valleys in personal narratives. Media analysts dissect patterns, Chen Zheyuan's post-drama reticence, Liang Jie's graceful evasion of relationship queries. Body language from joint appearances becomes evidence, a hand brush here, a shared glance there, loaded with unspoken history. Fans join the hunt, forums alive with timelines syncing their locations, wardrobe overlaps suggesting shared moments off-camera. Emotional contrasts sharpen, the chaos of viral speculation against presumed private tranquility, the public clamor drowning out personal whispers. I ask you now, as we uncover these layers together, what would it mean if this announcement bridged the gap between real and real, forever altering how we view their stories? The narrative swells further, many hooks pulling you deeper into the enigma. As news breaks, whatever form it takes, the internet fractures into factions, romantics championing a love story, skeptics eyeing publicity stunts. Clips from handsome siblings resurface, their youthful energy contrasting the mature depth in the White Olive Tree, fueling debates on evolution versus endurance. Insiders hint at rehearsals where lines blurred, emotions spilling over into authenticity. But wait, imagine the ripple if this ties to broader themes in their careers, resilience in romance, the military motifs mirroring personal battles. Questions reset the pulse. Why now, after such deliberate distance? Fans report sleepless nights, replaying interviews for clues, their passion a mirror to the star's potential turmoil. From the media's relentless gaze, the story morphs into a spectacle, talk shows dissecting every angle without resolution. One expert notes Liang Jie's subtle posture shifts in photos, interpreting them as guarded affection, another highlights Chen Zheyuan's evasive smiles. Emerging theories link this to past patterns, fleeting collaborations that hinted at more, now amplified. The ambiguity thickens, each detail a siren call. What propels two luminaries to drop such a bomb, leaving trails of silence in its wake? Emotional waves crash, ecstasy at possibilities, agony in uncertainty. As buzz crescendos, consider the human core beneath the gloss. Chen Zheyuan, with his history of heartfelt roles, might yearn for genuine bonds amid fame's isolation. Liang Jie, embodying resilient heroines, could see this as a leap toward truth. Their interplay, immortalized in clips, reveals nuances, gazes heavy with context, laughs echoing shared secrets. Fans bond over theories, support networks thriving on speculation. Media amplifies, from dreamy editorials to cynical takes. Yet, the essence eludes, why the sudden shatter of quiet? probe deeper, where the event resonates with celebrity culture's dualities, scripted versus spontaneous, hunger for truth amid artifice. Insiders allude to akin surprises becoming legends, but this pulses differently, charged with raw energy. Emotional silences oppose public frenzy, private musings against worldwide scrutiny. But here's where the madness escalates: what if hidden orchestrations pull the strings? Queries accumulate like storm clouds, each promising lightning. The tale loops back to that explosive instant, the announcement replayed in global minds. Liang Jie's composed grace, Chen Zheyuan's steady poise, harbingers or happenstance? Demands for clarity rise, met with voids that amplify allure. Perspectives merge, fans' zeal, media's probe, insiders' teases. The vagueness intoxicates, a labyrinth without exit. And as the shadows lengthen, you're poised once more on the brink. What if this announcement is but the overture, heralding upheavals that could fracture illusions or forge eternities? Will they elaborate, or let enigmas linger? Rewind the echoes, voice your speculations below, and linger in the wait, for in this realm of luminaries and enigmas, the forthcoming revelation might just redefine the stars themselves, hovering eternally out of reach.